What's up? Anthony, you still here? We got a few people going to jump in, I think. Not sure what's going on with my headset, but I can't hear anything. But that's about par for the course for me. Everybody hear me okay? We should be good now. Ready to rock out? Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Hey, Cole George. Yeah, Cheech, I enjoyed you all. That was awesome. We kind of did a little bit of planning here and went with the rubber gloves, and I swear to God, I broke that one. Can you hear me now, guys? Hold on a minute. Is that better? Yeah. Kind of cleaned it up before we did the beach look, man. Can y'all hear me okay, guys? I've got I had a bunch of stuff going from that stream there. I should be good now, I hope. But, yeah, y'all let me know if you still can't hear me. Okay, Cheech says thumbs up. Good. Okay. Yeah, those earphones, man, I've had a hell of a time. They won't hold a charge. They're brand new. I got them about a month ago, and they're not worth two flying farts. No doubt. Yeah. I don't know, really. I chased it with this garbage. I thought that would be kind of funny, but I haven't really drank much anything the last couple of days. Been kind of gearing it down. We've had a long week or so of live streams and everything, and I really had a great time on Whiskey Encore Saturday night. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that, Cheech. Thanks for having me on. When I saw you were going on a little bit earlier, I couldn't wait. So that's why I was in the green room. I just have a lot of fun with everybody. So, but yeah, hey Jeffrey Wack, thanks for coming on, guys. Everybody, I'll open it up here in a minute. Just want to see what everybody's got going on or drinking tonight. Cheech, I do need you to do me a favor. Can you text me or email? Text is great. That powder that you said had no sugar that we talked about, because I've got way too many of the liquid IV stuff bought for the beach and everybody. Hey, John T., thanks for coming over, guys. Yeah, I just need to get some of that. Yeah, it was awesome, dude. That was one of the most fun streams I've been on in a long time. Yeah, absolutely. That was a lot of fun. Guys, if you're not subbed to Whiskey Encore, please do so. Cheech and Jen do a lot of great stuff. They bring a lot of people in. They talk about a lot of good stuff, and music is one of the things we hit on his stream, and helping other people is a big deal for what we do on Whiskey Encore. So yeah, it's awesome. Check it out for sure. But I don't know. I've been drinking Blackened and that other horse piss, so I think I need to do a little something else. My dad picked me up a couple bottles yesterday of this, because, he knows how much I love it. And it's so hard here to find in Tennessee. So I may do that. And I think I will, actually. So whatever everybody's drinking, man, throw it in the chat. If nothing, it's okay. I know it's Monday night. Here you go. Thanks, Cheech. I got it. That's what's left of that horse piss. I mean, that is, Jenny nailed it. That is a rotten maple syrup. I can't even bring myself to taste it again. I really can't. It's just, it beats all I've ever seen. It's, ugh. Hey, Richie Z. Oh, wow. Yeah, the 12's good, man. The 12's very light, I think, for the age statement. You get a little barrel. You'll get a smoky almond. I've got two of them. There's still several here in Southwest Virginia, which is like 20 minutes from me, available. So I'm going to try to jump on and get some more of those, because I do like them. I do think they're very good. But yeah, I think they're really, really solid for the money. For $56 is what I pay. All right, guys, we'll open it up. Yeah, it's been a few minutes. Yeah, Jeffrey Wack. Yeah, man, I hear you, buddy. Hey, no worries here. Yeah, no worries here, brother. And I've even got sugar-free Powerade right here to chase it, man. Not a problem at all. But yeah, anybody wants to join in the green room, hop in. So yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I got it. Key Nutri. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Cheech. That's perfect. Man, that stuff's hard to beat, man. I really wasn't going to drink much tonight, but I was sitting here waiting for our to go, and I was like, I'll have a couple of these, and here I am. Now, I ditched the beard. I tried to do the Cheech look. I really did try to get the line, and it just didn't work. I'm too fat. It just made my face look fatter. Tim Evans in the house. Tim, I love the pictures you put on Facebook this weekend. Facebook or Instagram. Those were badass, man. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this next week. We're heading to Ocean Isle, North Carolina. Probably shouldn't put that public, but our daughter will be here. And I've got family I've not seen since we've really got into Whiskey Tube and everything. And my parents are leaving tomorrow. Richie's. Yeah, a little bit. I like it. Now, the one Cheech showed me, I guess, this weekend is a very low sugar. It's not liquid IV, but it's a similar powder. And I asked him to send it to me, so maybe we can share that here shortly. But yeah, it's awesome. I love that stuff. The only thing, if that could give you back the sleep you lose, you'd be spot on. Yeah. Oh, Shane gave me some, and everybody thinks I took some home, and I didn't. I don't know who the hell lost it, but I swear by it. So take one now, like right now, and then before you hit the fart sack, take another one. It's spot on. Yeah, Amazon, guys, $24 for 16 packs of it. So that's 8 days of getting soused. Is how you look at it. Yeah, 0 carbs. Yeah, man. That's awesome. That's where it's at. Oh, that's good. Yeah, guys, I opened up the chat there. I'll post it again if anybody wants to jump in. If not, it's okay. I'll just keep running my mouth. Anthony was here. Adams had a big weekend, man. Adams. How can I say held the fort down? I mean, he's yeah, man, with Adriana and everything. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, guys, if I know everybody here, there's I guess 10 or 11 of us here now, but that Alzheimer's weekend Sunday is a big deal. So if everybody can get on that, okay, buddy, hit the green room if you want to come on. If not, you just want to chat, that's okay too. Like I say, I'm not gonna make this a late night. I can't function. Damn right. Yeah, guys, we got a few more joining. Let's see, a couple channels. Want to shout out to Bourbon Nephenite, guys. Check out his stuff. Anthony's awesome, very intelligent when it comes to nosing and tasting whiskey. Cheech and Jen, Whiskey Encore. Adam is here from Livewire. Richie Z's in the house. We've got several. I don't know if I've missed anybody. Tim's here. Colt George is here. Yeah, that's about all of us right now that I've got. Jeffrey Wack is here. Awesome, guys. Thanks for coming on. Guys, I'm going to bring in Las Vegas's finest. Bourbon Nephenite.
Man, aren't you full of it today?
I'm so full of it comes out of both ears, buddy.
Hey, so what's up, man?
Not much, man. Just I've just kind of laid low a few days. I just I guess the best way to do it is try to find a good time to do this. It's hard to do when we have so many other channels that are, I'm not trying to compete with nobody. That's not what this is about. It's about, everybody just having a chance to talk and drink and come on. That's kind of what me and Mike Stahl were talking about the other day. So, I don't know. I've just kind of gotten ridiculed a little bit here lately. And
you?
Yeah, a little bit, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. I've got a lot of skin, so that's cool.
Huh.
Yeah, so that's all right. So I'm just kind of chilling a little bit, and I don't know. I almost say that if you don't want to come on my channel, and like me and Mike were talking, and Adam, I'm not speaking for you, but me and Mike were talking the other day that if you don't want to watch us, you'd rather go watch somebody else. Go.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we're here trying to, bring everybody from something else. It's just like,
exactly.
Yeah. Everybody knows I do a lot of lives, and this is what we do. And hey, the link is there. Anybody's welcome. When I first got into Whiskey Tube, the first channel I was ever on was Fred Minnick's, and I got lucky there. And it was months after that before I was ever anything else on anybody's show. I'm just saying. No, that's why I love this. I love everybody coming on. I don't give a shit. Let's talk.
You don't give a shit or two shits?
I don't give a whiskey shit. No offense, Adam. I didn't go towards Adam. I'm just saying.
There you go.
Hey, that's what we do, whiskey.
So how's my audio sounding? All right? Too loud, too soft?
No, it's good.
Okay.
No, it's really good.
So I finally got the kinks worked out of it, so I'm using my new camera. I've spent hours today updating software, new settings because it hijacks this or you have to turn that off. It's been a pain. So
just to work, I can turn that volume off.
I'm working on it. So I just don't know what it sounds like or anything like that. So from what that's what I could tell. I'm using a new wireless mic.
Yeah, I need to go that route, man. We've had a stand mic since we started, and
I have.
You got two people sitting here. I'm too far away from it or something, and it's hard to do, man.
I have the one that Stahl has, and I have to work out the timing between the camera, the microphone, and StreamYard. And that's a whole nother night and probably at least a third of a bottle of bourbon. So, yeah, it's I'll work on the other microphone later. Marty just seems like he got muted.
Yeah, I was trying to get that damn headset to work, and it just it mutes me, and it tries to run the mic, and when you turn the mic off, it's just a damn joke. So anyway,
again, that's the thing you got to figure out, and that's what I've been trying to do for weeks. Sorry, I'm not particularly staring into the camera, but I'm looking at some other settings on the computer, looking at the audio level and so on and so forth, and also making sure that when I speak, everything is timed correctly, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I tell you what's funny, man. We did that little thing on Shelf Turds there, and I've had 2 little pours since, and they all taste like shit. And it's my favorite.
Shit.
It's just horrible. I can't. It's not making anything follow it taste good. I don't know if Cheech has had a drink behind it or not, but my God, it's horrible. I mean, I'm not going to drink. I'm going to pour the shit out, but I'm not. That is.
What is it?
That Johnny Smoking Gun.
What?
It's a Shelf Turds
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Shoot. I mean, that is. I don't know. I don't want to
All right,
waste
what are you
it.
drinking?
Yeah, John T, it got worse. Yeah. I've had 2 little pours of Knob Creek 120, wherever I put it. Yeah, the single barrel I love. It's just not. It's just I don't want to waste it. It tastes so bad now.
Well,
I need to follow it with a rye or something.
my wife picked me this up on Thursday.
All right.
You got some of that?
Of course.
Well, I've not had it. I don't know if anyone else has had this, but one thing well, it must be okay. You got it dipped in yours.
It's not terrible. It's a wild turkey celebrity bottle. It's not age statement of heavy years because you can tell by the color. You know, there's not a whole lot to it. It's a straight bourbon, 43% alcohol. It's the Eddie Russell Matthew McConaughey small batched.
Yeah, it's about 80, 85 proof if they're lucky.
Yeah. So this may be. I don't know if it even made 4 year. You know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's not. It's not. Out of all the celebrity whiskeys, it is probably the best one I've got.
It's got one heck of a cork on it, doesn't it?
God, it's a monster. No kidding. It's funny. I'll show you
Size
something.
of this sucker.
I'll show you something funny. It's like I've got the store pick and my rare breed is on the way to South Carolina, but it's the same cork. That is the Kentucky Spirit and the rare breed cork.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at that long branch, it swallows it.
Oh, compared to exactly.
I mean, it takes it under the bus. It's unbelievable. I'm glad you broke that out because I've not had this in a long time. Probably since early winter.
I'm going to do a review of it, but I just need to get some air in it.
Well, don't do it here. Do it on your thing, man.
I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna get some out of it and let some air into the bottle.
Yeah, look.
And I'm also trying out the focus on the new camera, and seeing how it does. It's getting there. It'll do it. Boom. See, it's not supposed to, yeah.
Back it up a little bit. Right there. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's a great picture.
So you get to the point where it's just too close, and that's
what
I'm
it's still focusing on your face.
Well, actually, it's not. It's on the bottle. I'm looking.
Yeah, it is there, but when you got close, it kind of kicked it.
It's not supposed to stay on my face. But anyway, and then on the camera, I flip the screen up so it's above me so I can see exactly what it's looking at, and I know what it's focusing on, and I can see where it's going, and it was on the bottle. But anyway, these are all the little things I've got to work out.
Sure. No. Yeah, that stuff with Dave and Kiera, Lava Man.
And you know what, Lava Man, you're right. It does look for eyes, but this one will also go to face or wherever I tell it. It's the Sony A6600.
Richie, do you have this in your area? That's where I'm going to start.
Oh yeah, Richie. I haven't even put it to my lips yet, so I don't know. It smells pretty good.
I'm gonna let Anthony have it because I've had it. I've had my father-in-law's had a couple bottles. I'll let Anthony do it. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't touched this with a 10-foot pole until just now. So
yeah, give it a shot.
It smells pretty good.
Yeah.
Definitely no ethanol. Not like you'll get off of the higher proof wild turkeys like the 101, the rare breed, or the rare breed rye. And
I'm going to mute myself because it's going to be so hard for me not to run my mouth. I want you to do this.
Come on.
No. I want you
to. I can't believe you would say you'd run your mouth, Mark. Anyway, doesn't smell bad on the nose. As a matter of fact, I can't quite pick that out, but that could be that mesquite wood that it's in. Exactly, Lava Man. what's his name? McConaughey's. That's what he says. And normally at a, 43% alcohol. So let's just say 80, 85 proof. I wouldn't normally touch stuff like that. It isn't bad on the first sip. Not bad at all. However, it's not much viscosity. And I'm really not getting a lot of taste for Wild Turkey. It's not horrible, but
All right,
there's just not a lot of flavor.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's too light.
Exactly.
It's too light on the nose. The color's too light. It's too light when it hits your palate. It's like they pulled the barrels too freaking early. They needed at least another year, maybe two, to get it right. There's no cream to this on your palate.
No.
But it's not a horrible flavor. It's still tolerable.
It is. I consider this.
Yeah, it's not bad. This is a good drink for like my 77-year-old father-in-law who puts it in ice and a little water. That's what this is good for.
And I would agree.
I just think it's very precise on lightness, no cream, and just this is almost, you know what, this was the mesquite that you talked about, Anthony. This whiskey here almost could be in a great beginner's bourbon. Because it doesn't knock your socks off with heat. It doesn't knock your socks off with pepper. It doesn't knock your socks off with barrel. It's just kind of, hey, this isn't bad. No,
I agree. I don't think it's bad. But I don't think I'm glad they stopped him, because I think he'd have made this thing probably right around 60 proof if he had his way. Been more of a liqueur. But yeah, it's too light. There's no viscosity.
No.
Like I said, I poured a nice drop in here. I want to give it a good go. Getting a little sweetness on the nose now that I've had 2 sips or so, and it's not a bad neck pour.
No, it's really not. It's just, I don't know. It's just I guess when I say it's very light, take that for what I get out of that. I mean, you get a little mesquite, you get a little barrel, you might get a little honey berry note, but other than that, it is so light that it's very hard to follow.
I'm not getting any of that yet. Oh my gosh.
Hell yeah, now it's a party.
How's it going?
Man. What's up, Cheech?
Not much. Recovering from my Johnny smoking gun experience. Gave me a headache.
You got your volume up, Cheech?
I could make it louder. How's that?
Can you hear him, Martin?
Yeah, it's good right there.
That's
Yeah,
better
Cheech, we can't finish it, man.
I had very little. I'll show you how very little. But it gave me a headache, and I'm all sensitive to light now. I was like, oh, I could stay dark in my stream, but I barely had any of
that. It's the worst shit I've ever had.
So to get the flavor of petroleum jelly and aluminum out of my mouth, because that's what seemed to stick around the longest, was this aluminum metallic thing on my tongue. I ate a couple slices of bacon. That fixed it right up. And
I like that.
And I'm not going to drink anything expensive tonight, so I'm just drinking some.
Yeah, there's no reason to donate your money now at this point.
Oh, it's just like, oh God, there's so much good whiskey over there, and I can't drink it because that would just be sad.
No, Richie, I could bottle chug a bottle of Blackened compared to that damn Johnny smoking gun.
Now it didn't make me gag, but
no, it's not.
Every
like that.
note was off-putting. There wasn't something good there. It wasn't like, oh, I could see how if you get past the, the old tuna can and there's some metallic chemical notes, a little bit of fertilizer maybe thrown in there for good measure.
It's like Jenny looked at me during the stream. She goes, "How can somebody say that's it? We nailed it. Let's bottle it." I'm like, I don't know. It's just, I guess you got a bunch of people that wanted to make money real quick and have no idea what they're doing in the whiskey business.
Well,
that's all I can figure.
Somebody's buying it.
God.
But I'm with HBR on this. Dickel Tabasco, way better.
No,
I mean, not that it's better. That Johnny Smoking Gun is way better than Dickel Tabasco. Dickel Tabasco is literally disgusting. There you go, Marty. It looks like. Did you actually open that, or is that just a collector's item?
What's funny is that it's sitting in the back of my Weller box.
Right. Is it open? Did you open it?
Hell no, it's never been open.
Oh,
no,
come on, Marty.
No.
You've already fucked your palate up drinking that Johnny Smoking Gun. You might as well go deep.
I've got to work tomorrow, so I've got to at least be able to taste lunch when it comes around.
Yeah, I like where your head's at on that. It's like, when do I get to eat again?
Shoot, man, that was something else, dude.
I'm taking it easy on eating. Jen derailed me with her delicious chocolate chip cookies. I was doing so good. I was like 14 days carb free, like none. I was so strict. I'd lost I think 11 or 12 pounds, and then the cookies showed up. When the cookies
you do know I miss those, right?
Oh, you'll get the next round.
Okay. I miss those.
Or the next after the next round.
I got you.
It's a small batch. It's a small batch cookie. We use artisanal ingredients in our small batch cookies.
I like that small batch.
Yeah. Well, she makes we say it's a dozen at a time, but sometimes it's not a dozen. Sometimes it's 11.
Richie, what batch did you have? Because the one I've got is the 102. I think there's one or two more behind it. I think one more maybe.
Lava Man's not wrong. This is definitely dark mode Cheech.
Yeah.
I have to have the lights on though, so I don't look like I'm, because I went without the lights in Shelf Turds just because I had the lights doing something else at the time, and I'd set it up for me and Jen to both be on there, but we not every day goes easy in everyone's life, and we had a day that was a little bit tougher than most, and Jen just decided that her time was better spent on focusing on something really important. So,
I mean, it was hard for me to get Jenny to stay up as late as she did because we were.
Oh, Jen's still awake. It's definitely not.
Well, no, I'm just talking about because we were.
But you're Jenny.
Yeah, we went alphabetical order, and of course, Whiskey knows W and K was dead last, which that's fine because I kind of want to do a little live stream after, and I thought we could just
that was good though, with you being the last guest, how it just kind of folded into yours. I mean, after they serenaded Tim Evans with the Chicago song.
Mm-hmm.
Pulling the Chicago stuff.
Yeah.
I'm horrible at looking at what's going on in chat. So
I'm kind of trying to catch up a little bit.
Well, it's your job too. It's your channel.
It is. I think we're pretty good. Richie's got the 007. Okay.
007.
Mine's 102. So
speaking of 007, there's 00. What are you, Anthony 009? I don't know. I'm just trying to make a joke, and like I said, I'm in a bad way. This is the first real decent whiskey I've had today. I was like, I'm going to go into Johnny Smoking Gun with such an open mind. I didn't even eat dinner because I don't want to have anything tainting my palate, and I'm like, I don't want to drink any whiskey before either because also wouldn't give me a fair reading on Johnny Smoking Gun.
Yeah. I was dying.
Now I wish I was shit-faced drunk going into that.
Oh yeah, because we would have really gave a hell of a review.
Well, I probably would have drank a little bit more than the wee sip that I had. Fucking Dan and Sean both shot theirs. They did for real.
No,
they poured it and shot it.
Sean
didn't look so good at the end of that.
They just showed up.
Yeah, Sean looked like he was gonna. Marty, that's not how things really happen. People don't just show up.
Oh, I know.
Well,
they had to have a stream link.
Carefully orchestrated through text messaging.
Yeah.
Or Messenger. Or Instagram.
Well, so now when next week when we're at the beach with all our family, I can say, and I kind of put Dave on the spot.
Are you coming to St. Augustine?
We're going to Ocean Isle, North Carolina.
Okay, you had the wrong direction, buddy.
Yeah, no kidding. Trust me. We're coming your way in the fall. So Just
Oh,
all-
good. We'll be in Michigan in the fall.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. Just for like a weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
But
No,
when it
we're
gets too hot here, at the end of the summer, and I'm looking to escape, I got to get up north before it becomes frozen tundra. So I get that little window of opportunity between September and the beginning of November, where it's pretty nice to go up there.
no,
Jim, you're
Cheech.
close.
Trying. I'll let you answer that, Cheech, right there.
Jim, I have a little bit of a headache. I had it going into the JSG sample, but it got exacerbated. It was definitely not the best thing for somebody who had at the time I had not eaten anything since like I don't know early. It was eggs, so it was a long time ago. And then I didn't drink anything else going into it, and it just that and the stressors of external stressors from the evening as well. We're all good. I don't want you to think we're not all good. Yeah, I went dark mode Cheech with the sunglasses.
Hey, Cheech, could you turn up your volume just a little bit?
I could. So Marty,
There you go.
I'm using a new microphone as well.
That sounds better there. Just when you
yeah,
move.
this is a good mic. So I try to do some I don't know how to explain this to laymen. So not that that's an insult, but I'm using actual like gear out of my recording studio right now.
Yeah,
so it's not
that
just
sounds
plug
great
and play.
right there.
It's not just the easy thing to hook up. So
No, I can imagine, dude. And you know how bad I am at this shit.
yeah,
So,
I've seen you flounder a few nights for sure.
yeah, so what you've got there is perfect. Guys, answer that question that's on the screen from Richie Z if you can.
About what's better than black and
Yeah.
oh, sorry. Nothing, apparently. Lars says it's the best whiskey ever on the planet because Lars is
Well, he's
obviously
fucking Denmark,
a huge
so.
whiskey fan. You could tell.
Dude, it's just
The only thing for me right now that I'm really enjoying is this Bardstown, the Discovery 4.
Oh, yeah.
And,
It's delicious.
I'm really digging that. I just polished off the Fusion 2 last week and got the backup for that. And I'm working on 3 and these Elijah Craig. And right now, my favorite in the Elijah Craig is the A121.
yeah, it's hard to beat, man. I killed that bottle the other night on Cheech's stream, I think.
It's really good. And when I did my review of it on the Bourbon Neophyte Lounge, I could not believe the 18-year came in last. So I did the 18-year, I did the small batch, and I did the A121. A121 took first. The regular small batch was second, and the 18-year come third. And I thought that for sure was the small batch.
Yeah.
Until someone told me that the small batch is 94 proof, the 18 is like 90. And I go, you've got to be kidding me. Why would they have done such a thing to that?
Because it makes more bottles and they make more money. When they break it down like that, it's all about yield. It's how many cases or, So when you see something that's proofed down like that would be better at a higher proof, you have to look at their motivation for lowering it. They'll tell you it's to express certain flavors, but the reality is it's to express certain profitability margins.
That bottle there, Anthony, I bought it back in the winter, and some dear friends of ours, they were having a baby last month, and I just gave his father that bottle to take to him for like a present for the baby, because it's 21 and everything.
Drink, Marty.
Huh?
Baby shouldn't drink.
Not well, but I'm trying to get him off on the right track.
There you go. Well,
so I've not had any
hold on
taste
to it for 20 years or so.
Yeah,
so
not
a bad thing.
He's going to have if that'll go in the back of the cabinet, which I'm sure Austin won't.
Well, when the baby starts teething, they can open that bottle and dip a Q-tip in there and rub it on the gums.
That's illegal now.
Yeah,
you can actually go to prison for that.
That's right. You can't do that anymore.
Nope.
Well, unless they catch you, right?
Well, I'm just saying you can't do it legally.
That's right.
Anymore.
But I can't tell you, as I was a kid,
oh yeah,
that was normal.
brandy for me when I was a kid. That's what was around, my grandmother's brandy. And that's what my mom would put on my gums. Even when I was like a teenager, it was awesome.
God, that's funny.
Come on.
I'm sure my parents did the same thing, man.
Marty, I'm so sad that you were muted earlier when I put my first comment in the chat. You know, let's get the farty sharded.
Oh, I loved it.
I saw you laughing. I'm like, damn it, he's muted. I can't hear Marty laughing. I wanted to hear you laugh so bad.
I read it. I was like, oh my God, that's the best. That's where my intelligence kind of leaves me.
Yeah.
Where I think of things like that. But yeah, that's funny.
Well, my wife has the sense of humor of a 12-year-old boy, so it's a lot of fart and dick jokes in our life. You know, it's fart joke this, dick joke that, your mama jokes. We get them all. But yeah, Jen's literally got the sense of humor of a 9 to 12-year-old boy. Prepubescent.
That's important.
Hey, I'm gonna throw a name out there, Cheech, and you tell me what you think. Dave Lombardo.
You know, here's the thing about Dave Lombardo. As a drummer, I have a weird perspective on him because a lot of people are like, oh, you know, Dave Lombardo, kind of an asshole, to be honest with you. A lot of people
I didn't know that.
But he's actually not. He's actually a pretty good guy. And he is the grandfather at this point. We would say father, but the grandfather of double bass heavy metal drumming. He was the pioneer that, you know, in that genre of metal's thrash metal. He was the pioneer in thrash metal. And he brought something to metal that other people didn't have, which was technique, and then also a feel that came from his Latin roots. So he had an interesting way of phrasing his drum playing. So, I mean, we're talking about the guy who's like in the past tense, but he doesn't play with Slayer anymore, but he's currently touring with Suicidal Tendencies. So if you want to go see Dave Lombardo, go see Suicidal Tendencies.
Well, I'll tell you this, too. I was told.
Chris, where are your sunglasses? I thought we arranged this earlier.
Shit.
I've got mine. Okay, let's go.
Damn it, that's my fault, bro.
We're like opposite corners, and we both are sexy as hell. So sexy. You don't have any sunglasses? I have a little bit of a headache.
I literally had a pair of sunglasses. I literally had a pair of sunglasses, and I took them to my truck to wear them because it was super sunny.
Oh, is it?
That's a good reason. I'm just going with that's a good reason.
Oh, there you go.
I got your message. Living in the woods. That's awesome. Yeah, I agree. But no, I was told, Cheech, that the drummer from Motorhead got a new bass drum one time, and he had his old bass drum beside of it, and he was trying to figure out the difference in sound.
Right.
And he just kind of sped it up, and it just kind of went from there. Yeah. So I was told.
So was that the original drummer, Filthy Phil from Motorhead, or the replacement, Mickey D?
I think it was the original.
Okay, so that's
the guy that's kind of small.
He died a few years ago. Rest in peace, Filthy Phil. You were amazing.
Hey, Kenny.
And he liked to drink a lot. He was a very, very drunk man.
I tell you what, this
I can respect that.
Helps the monitor with the sunglasses.
Yeah. Absolutely. This might be my. This is Chris. If you just joined. This is dark mode Cheech. No orange chair. All black.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's sport Cheech.
Sorry about the plosives there. I'm not
using Chris, how
this
nasty.
mic, but it's a brand new mic. How's it sound, Chris? Is it got the
sound good, dude?
Proximity
it's
effect.
It's really good, dude. And the plosives are way down. It's not near as poppy.
Well, I'm having to enunciate in a certain way so not to overload the microphone.
I like it.
It's tough because I want to be loud. But everybody was saying I was too quiet. And the reality is I talk kind of quiet. I mean, I can be loud as the next person, but when I'm just talking, it's not that loud. It's weird because right now I can hear myself in my headphones because I'm directly monitoring my input.
You sound damn good.
Thanks, buddy. When you got that Rode, your Podcaster Pro thing, that I was like, damn, got that compression. And get right up on that microphone.
Oh, it's really good, Daddy.
Barry White.
Oh, me gusta.
I tell you when I lost it, when we talk about getting right up on the mic, was when Shane was trying to get Bourbon to open that bottle of Old Carter. Do it. I mean, I was about to piss my pants.
I love this community. There's plenty of peer pressure to help make bad decisions. And we couldn't do it without you.
What's up, Z?
I've got a little rust on my truck bumper. So that's why I've kept a little bit of Johnny Smoking Gun. So I'm gonna take it out in the morning and pour it on it.
It'll probably remove the chrome.
That'll eat it up.
Burn that shit right off.
Oh my
So,
god!
Chris,
that
did
or
you get a
melt chocolate.
metallic note on that? I got like this. You know when you wrap a tuna sandwich and you ran out of whatever you were wrapping it in normally, so you wrap it in foil, but a little piece of the foil gets in between the bread and the tuna.
Oh
and you
yeah,
take a
it kind of
full-on
burns
bite
your
of it,
teeth.
and you get the
Yeah.
fish, but when you swallow it, you get the metallic. The metallic,
Yeah.
Like a
sits
little
around
bit
for
of
like an
electricity in
hour.
your mouth.
Yes,
Yeah.
it burns you. It's like it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like
a
if you've ever
chemical
bit into
burn, though.
foil, that it's like a sensation more than a flavor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It tasted terrible to me. It tasted like broken dreams and heartache with a little bit of orange peel.
Yeah, the orange peel I didn't get because I didn't take a very big taste of it the first time, and then I finished off the little bit that I did pour, and then I got a little bit of the orange peel, but it was more like more pith, like more of that white bittery thing along with the orange. But that thing was a roller coaster ride of bad intentions. Like every note I got
It smells
was
like your
unpleasant.
grandpa's jacket. Like it smells like
Ooh.
it smells like your
Mothballs.
yeah, like I don't know if you guys have ever had to clean out a loved one's jacket after they passed,
Yes.
but like
Yep.
it smells like my granddad's Stetson hat that I used to have
Oh,
that I got when he passed away. That's what it smells like.
so like 35 years of perspiration.
Or 60 years of
Yeah.
dried sweat and then
Yeah.
just like the attic.
It's funny because Jenny's papa passed away 2 years ago, and he had a bunch of members only jackets in the closet.
Yes.
So,
Some of those are
and
great.
just you could see fucking sweat rings.
Oh,
And it's just
man.
like I was like,
Well,
you
you're
know, I
wearing a
want to
hefty
keep
bag.
one. I was like, yeah, I want to keep one just because they're member only jackets. And I was
Yeah.
like, you know, I think I want to pass. So they just
Yeah,
kind
if you can get one of
I
those
think
in
it'd get
good
that
shape,
smell
though,
out.
you can get a members only jacket in good shape. Put on some Gatlin Brothers.
of yeah, bro.
You know what I'm talking about.
I love that,
You
man.
get some Gatlin Brothers going on. Maybe a pair of Wranglers.
So, Chris, are y'all heading out in the morning, or what's the plan?
We're going to head out tomorrow afternoon. We're going to drive to Dallas, spend the night in Dallas at Josh's parents' house. Josh's dad's birthday is Friday and then Father's Day Sunday. So we're going to go crash their place and tell his dad what's up. And then we're going to continue on to Kentucky on Wednesday. So
buddy.
knock out about 5 hours tomorrow and then 13 hours on Wednesday.
How long you been in Kentucky for?
And that's just
we'll-
leaving Texas.
Yeah, we'll be there from Wednesday to Saturday
Oh, wow.
and leaving Saturday early to try to come
I'm
back.
thinking of an impromptu road trip to Kentucky. It could happen at any moment.
Bro,
Yeah.
come on. Come on with it.
Yeah, I don't.
Hey,
have
Cheech,
gigs
if you're
this
even halfway
weekend.
serious, if you're
Well,
even
we
halfway
canceled
serious,
our
DM
gig
me.
this weekend because my guitar player is still in the hospital,
Oh,
which is stressful.
happened to your guitar
part of the
player?
reason, part of it was that he had to have a minor surgery last week that turned into a major surgery, and then it turned into a major
Ooh.
surgery with complications, and he went back under the knife this evening. So it's stressful. That's
Prayers
my
for
best
him?
friend.
What's
of
his
36
name?
Years. That's Dennis. Yeah,
Dennis. All
and I
right,
have been
man. I'll
playing
say a prayer for
music
Dennis.
together since we were teenagers.
Yeah, guys, remember Dennis.
jeez.
He's not
Yeah.
dead. Don't remember him. Say fucker.
No,
you're
I
gonna
mean,
get better.
remember in your prayers. Hey, me and Marty, we're Southern boys.
Yeah.
That just means it's on Sunday. Remember him. Remembrance of the week. When you're sitting down to your fried chicken or your, Sonic double cheese.
Yeah, I was going to
Why
say
can't
Wendy's
fried
taco
chicken be
salad.
like the
Otherwise-
healthiest food ever? If fried chicken, cookies, and beer were the path to abs, I'd have abs. I'd be pretty sexy.
Dude, me and Marty would be able to fly out of this motherfucker. We'd be so skinny.
Yeah, we'd fart and lift.
Yes.
So
Yes.
anyway, Dennis, I'll tell you about Dennis real quick. Dennis and I have known each other since 1986. He moved from California to Florida, and I moved from New York to Florida. We met in junior high school, and within a year, we were playing in a band together. And we have played in bands together off and on since then. So for 36 years, Dennis has been my guitar player, although we've played with other people, and I've been his drummer, although we've played with other people. He brought me out of retirement a few years ago, which I was happy being retired, but it was also cool to get back to playing. And Dennis had a little surgery for a hernia. He had a hernia operation, but the hernia was way worse than they thought it was, and got in deep and attached itself to his intestinal wall. So they had to remove some of his intestine. And since then, there's been a lot of internal bleeding, and he is not doing so well. So
Do they think they might have it stopped, or
that's what they were going back in for tonight, because they were having a problem finding where it was coming from. So they had to actually go back in. I have not heard back. I probably won't until the morning unless something doesn't go really well. I'm hoping tomorrow morning we wake up to good news and that they found it and that he's on the mend. But it was rough. I played my first gig without him in a long, long time on Saturday. We had another mutual friend of ours who we've both known for the same amount of time, who I've never played music with. He came and sat in and covered for the gig, but it was hard for me every night. I was, looking for my brother basically, and he just wasn't there. So you immediately you put your thoughts back into that place instead of it wasn't as fun as it could have been. It was still a fun gig. We played fine, but that's not where our thought process was.
Yeah.
Good eye, Ken.
Oh, kid.
Ken, how sexy does my new microphone
Telling you,
sound?
Ken's all dressed up or something here today.
He's not even drinking. What the hell? It's noon.
I've been working.
Yeah.
You know, you got to do that thing to buy
Ken's
the
got
whiskey.
jobs.
Got to do that thing to buy the whiskey.
What the hell? Yeah, Jim, thank you for that, buddy. Yeah, everybody remember.
Shit.
So anyway,
Here comes an
the
unboxing.
currently, and I appreciate you guys being concerned and supporting.
Absolutely, buddy.
Yeah, brother.
It's a rough one. He's got a pile of kids. I mean, they're all mostly grown, but like the wife I introduced him to. How about that? His wife I
she's
introduced
real
him. I knew her before I knew him, and she asked me one day in 9th grade, right before the lunch period, she's like, "Who's that guy with the blonde hair you've been hanging out with lately?" And I was like, "Oh, that's Dennis. He just moved here from California." And she's like, "California?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's a guitar player." She's like, "He's a guitar player."
Yeah, game
like,
on.
Yeah, and he's having a party at his house tomorrow night, and you're invited. I am? Yes, I just invited you. And I brought her to the
Hell
party, and they met, and they've been together ever since. So,
Nice.
All right, buddy.
Man.
Let's
See
hope
it.
he's on the mend.
Oh, I know what that is.
Best wishes, Dennis.
Thank you.
So I know what this is.
Yeah, I know, but you got to show and tell.
I don't know what it is.
See?
Well, it's upside down.
Oh, well, that's good packaging.
Oh, Glenfiddich.
That's good. Yeah. 18.
Based on the triangle.
Oh, yeah.
18.
Is that the 14? Oh.
This
11?
is the 14.
Oh, 14.
Yeah,
version
frickin'.
oak.
Holy shit, I can't believe I knew that.
Nailed it, Chris.
I guess they
Nailed
I didn't think there was such thing as an 11.
But it's not the American one that's done in refill bourbon and then
Yeah, bourbon
version.
barrels. Yeah.
This is all version. So it's the first time in 135 years that Glenfiddich has done a 14-year-old whiskey and nothing but brand new virgin oak casks.
Oh, wow.
And what, Ken? What kind of cast?
Sounds delicious.
Like a virgin.
Oh, hold on.
Virgin.
I don't know why, but I thought he said missionary casks. I was like, what?
Whoa!
This says
Also-
lie on here. It says after 14 years in ex-bourbon card.
Yeah, so it is like the American one.
Yeah, they were advertising it as it was virgin oak only.
You know what? I dated a girl like that one time. She was like, totally virgin. And I was like, you ex-bourbon bitch.
Yeah.
Well, she looked like an
probably
oak
played
tree.
that V card with like multiple people.
It's just built like an oak tree.
Oh, man. So DC sent me a bunch of cool samples, but he also sent me a 50 ml of Clayton James Tennessee whiskey. And I don't know if you guys if you've ever had a child or diapered a baby, but this shit tastes exactly like Desitin. The
Desitin.
diaper rash salve.
Oh, that's great.
You
So
must
a
have
lot
licked
of
your
zinc.
fingers afterwards.
Oh my god, dude. Well, if you ever got Desitin on you, you know that shit doesn't come off.
Yeah. No, thank goodness I can say
Yeah.
it. Not me.
Well, it's mostly zinc oxide, I believe, in Desitin. It's
Okay.
definitely-
Oh, virgin. Yeah. I like my Glenfiddich
First
like I
time.
like my woman.
I did good here.
That does not say
What's that? Cold and ready to
Version.
pass out?
I'm gonna have some of this.
That says ex bourbon.
Those mother frickers.
Some fucking bullshit going on around here.
All right, I'm gonna go get some different samples because this is tragic.
Tragic.
I'll kick his ass for sending bullshit.
43%.
I tell you what's awesome about DC, man, because everybody knows anyway. He lives 15 minutes from me.
Really?
Yeah, and I didn't even know it. So we were talking, and just like, I'm here, you're there. Yeah. So we just dropped samples off on each other's front porch. I'm gonna try this.
Oh,
Do y'all
that's
have that, Cheech?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, shit. What was that? I could not see it,
The
Marty. You can always,
ADHD blend.
solo your view when you show
Yeah,
your
that
camera
was
or
up,
something.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it just makes it easy.
I was signed up for that one, and they can't ship to Texas, so I just got bumped off the list.
They can't?
Nope. Technically, nobody can, but usually, if you talk to a retailer just voice to voice, they'll be like, "All right, we're not supposed to do this, but we'll send it."
Nudge, nudge.
I have a couple of places in Florida that do that for me.
Oh,
So-
you're taking my shit. No wonder I can't find anything. I don't
So
know.
what's
Oh,
some
bro,
stuff-
Cheech, are you a member of Eskimo Brothers?
Nope. Should I be?
Dude, Cheech, get in the Eskimo Brothers Barrel Club. Yes,
Okay.
amazing picks, bro.
Yeah, I'll get in on that. Okay.
So what is sitting on the shelves down there in Florida that you just have to pick up, Cheech?
Nothing yet
Woodford.
because we get everything like 3 months later than everybody else.
Woodford, last time I was there.
Woodford,
You can
what?
keep
We
the
get
book.
Woodford all day, every day.
My
There's,
wife will be in Daytona Beach.
Okay,
Just-
I can send you a couple of decent stores within the Daytona area. That's no problem.
Should be just north of it, but anyway.
Where's she gonna be? Palm Coast or Flagler or New Smyrna South? Yeah, Flagler Beach is pretty much north of.
I can't remember. A lady,
Those are certainly all words.
they're heading down there together,
Okay.
so they're.
Yeah, let me know
Yeah.
when. I'll send some stores your way.
But I just figured while she's down there, there's things.
It's the
I'm
Wild
sure
West
that-
here. As much as people
Cheers,
live
Richie.
in the
Yeah.
West, claim the Wild West. When it comes to whiskey, Florida is the true Wild West. Most every place.
Dude,
starts with
Austin
that.
Hubbard, Bourbon Santa, pull some freaking unicorns out of.
Yeah, he's
Florida.
in South Florida, which you kind of have to treat as almost a different state from where I'm at because of. Well, Florida definitely has like completely different regions. The South Florida thing is you get a lot of the high dollar stuff. There's a lot more partying down there. You know, that's a pretty. Ever since Miami Vice, it's pretty much a party town. But that's different. And I've lived in Central Florida. That's different because of the tourism base and all that. And then where I'm at and north of me in Florida is kind of like working class, blue collar. We have a major port here. We have, CSX Railroad is headquartered here. We have a lot of hard-working people. So I'm kind of between all that where I'm at. So depending on what flavor of hunt I'm on, if I'm on a hunt to go into the hood and things like that, I'll go to Jacksonville's north side and I'll go into stores that most people would just pass by, but it doesn't bother me. So I find some things every once in a while there. But as far as lately, we've been getting a lot of Heaven Hill stuff's been popping up around here. I mean,
Hell
anything
yeah.
Heaven Hill has kind of been popping up around here.
Hey, good night, Richie Z.
Kind of happened like about 2 weeks ago. I think
Later,
it's
Richie.
pretty much
Good night,
through that
Richie.
way. Now tomorrow or Wednesday, one of my local stores that I go to, actually it's the closest store to my house, so it's always last on my route. So I go the furthest place I'm willing to go first, and then I work my way back. And if I score along the way and I don't need to stop again, I won't. But when I get close to my house, it's like last-ditch effort sometimes. But I've gotten in good with the store owner over the last few months, and they have a Cat's Eye Obtainium Light Whiskey Hazmat store pick. supposed to
Hell
drop
yeah.
in town tomorrow or Wednesday. So I'm hoping to get a couple of those here real soon.
good
I've
luck
never
on that,
had
brother.
A hazmat. I've got one that's really close. It's like 139.8. It's so close to 140, but it doesn't have the hazmat sticker on it, and I want that hazmat sticker. And probably it's also tasty because every light whiskey I've had from Obtainium, the cat's eye stuff, has been
There's a
delicious.
barrel pick getting ready to drop here Thursday.
Oh yeah, you're getting a barrel pick too?
It's freaking an hour and 30 minutes from here, but and then we leave Saturday or Friday to head to the beach. So I'm gonna try my best to go get a couple bottles.
Do you have a relationship with that store where you can ask them to put a couple aside for you?
I think I can because a barrel should last a good while, but that
Yeah,
doesn't.
if
mean
they
it
got the
always
whole
does.
barrel, then they're going to have a bunch.
Yeah. So I may call them and maybe try to see if I can put a deposit down
Yeah,
just over the phone.
that might
Say,
That's
hey,
smart.
I'll just say, can I come back, in 2 weeks and get it? Because they've been good to me, and they don't really know me, but I'm in their whiskey club and all that stuff. So
Do you ever do anything for them? Like I'm notorious for driving to Georgia and buying early times bottled and bond, and then bringing it down to Florida and just giving it to people who are like managers or owners of stores, just because they don't get it here. Most of them
Really?
don't go through the trouble of driving over the border, to get some. So I've done it
I went
3 times now, where I've bought almost a case every time I've gone up there, just to give
Yeah,
it away.
back in end of middle May, they got 2 cases in on a Saturday, and we were down there. And I rolled in there and I saw it all. They had a barrel top set up. They had it all set up there. So I started texting people, hey, here I am. DC wanted a couple, and I bought one. And the one I bought, I wanted to give to Shane because of the shit bottle I took to his house. So I
What did
shipped
you
him the
bring?
one I
'Cause
bought.
did you take it with you when you left?
No, huh?
Did you take your bottle?
Hell
with you?
no! I couldn't pour it on the fire pit and let it burn.
What was it?
It was a 3-cord, 16-year store pick,
Okay.
and it tasted like drinking a freaking cigar ashtray.
So 3 chords,
Oh,
that's
man,
the
hate to see
guitar
that.
player from Pat Benatar, her husband Neil Gerardo. 3 chords, his, right?
Yeah,
And how do you have 16-year-old distillate when you just launched your company? Oh yeah, you source it
From Dickel?
It was Dickel, of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was 16 year till Shane read the bottle while we were sitting there at the bar. He goes, "Oh hell, it's 16 year." I was like, "So okay, great."
I think that's disingenuous for these non-distilling producers, or they're distilling, but obviously you got to get something up and running. But to say that you have a 16-year that you're offering, you really got to be transparent about that, especially when your company's only a couple years old.
Yeah,
I think you have to really say, we source this, just straight up. We source this. This is who we source it from. But it was a flavor profile that fit what we were looking for, and it was out of their scope.
Ken, is that your gain? That's like on 1,000. Oh, the middle finger. I love it.
Now they asked me to turn me up. Am I too gay, Chris?
No, it's somebody clearing their throat, and it's crazy loud.
That's not me.
That's not me.
usually I'll just fart.
Hell yeah. Oh man.
My
So this is
sound
Sexy.
this is a Chattanooga whiskey single barrel from Jacob Enriquez, and it is ridiculous. It's a Riverstone store pick, and I'm in love with it. 117 proof, and it drinks like probably 102 maybe.
Oh wow.
I love the Chattanooga stuff.
Adriana hates it. Have you
No
seen
kidding. I called her out in chat. I'm like, what? I hope she's talking
Adriana
about
hates chat.
Yeah.
I've got a picture.
Really?
I don't know how to share a picture to the crowd, so give me
Yeah.
a second. I've got.
She don't like it.
I'm working on
I
it.
hope
No,
it's just a
she's-
port barrel.
She's got a unique palate too. She doesn't like rye whatsoever either, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But she really likes heavily peated stuff and doesn't like rye, and so people have different views on whiskey, and that's okay. But she and I have very different views on whiskey.
Yeah.
So, oh hey, what's up, everybody?
Well, I also
Hey.
think if you think
Surprise
about
up close. Hey,
evolution and being on a journey through whiskeys, that at a certain point there's like markers along the way. Like I can remember when I first drank a rye and I was like, oh yeah, that's different enough to be interesting for me to drink another one. And hey,
Yep.
that one's even more different. Now I'm getting some sort of crazy spearmint on it. That's pretty weird. It just opens up a whole new flavor profile. And I don't, know exactly where Adriana is in her journey, but she's got what she likes. That's always good.
Yeah.
I mean, she likes that Knob Creek profile, and you know, it's good stuff. But I think over time, and she's willing to try pretty much anything.
Yeah.
So I mean, but the peanut scotch,
Yeah.
if that hits her buttons, that's good. It's her thing.
What was your first rye, Cheech? What was the one that made you change your mind?
My absolute first rye was probably a Jim Beam rye, and I thought it was
Yeah.
pretty decent at the time. Now we're going back a few years,
Yeah.
quite a few.
Mine was
years.
one of those like 2-year-old redemption ryes.
Oh yeah,
And I bought it because it was like $18, and I was like,
Yep.
man, I don't know if I like rye, but I don't want to buy a $40 bottle and find out I don't.
that you don't.
And I tried it, and I was like, this is really awesome.
I would say in a year, so just in the last 12 months, I would say a percentage of my bottles was rye, and it was probably a low percentage. It was probably like 15% of all the bottles I had were rye, or barely legal rye, Pikesville or something like that.
I love Pikesville. Pikesville
I love
was the one.
Pikesville too. It's so easy.
That was the
to
one I
drink
was
at
gonna say, man.
110 proof. But that rye thing, when I started buying a little bit more rye, because I liked them, Jen drank ryes and found that she liked ryes better than she liked other whiskeys, bourbons in particular. So rye was kind of her gateway to whiskey. And now, of course, she'll drink bourbon. She'll drink American whiskeys. But it was the rye that got her, which is, the opposite for Adriana. Like rye is kind of her arch nemesis, so to speak. But, for some people, that's a good way in. It did help that the first ryes Jen drank were a Pikesville, and then a Michter's Toasted, a Michter's Barrel Strength. So
Yeah, those
she's
are
had some
no
good
slouches.
rye.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing too shitty. I mean, the Pikesville's cheap around me. I get Pikesville for under $50. But,
Yeah, me too.
Wow.
yeah, I mean, I've gotten it as low as 39. But,
Wow.
Yeah,
It's
that's
gotten up
what
to
I say.
65 here. If you
Well,
can get it.
I see it for that. It's just I know a couple places that are like they're weird. Like some of the stuff in there is so overpriced. Like it's like you'd
Yeah.
never buy it unless you know the owner and you can negotiate with him. But
Chris,
for the
what about
layman,
the-
you walk in, it's the prices that scare you out of it. You're like, oh, F this place. It's nothing but secondary. But if you know the people and you go enough, you get the deals. But they're also like the cheapest place in the world I've ever seen for like Evan Williams bottled and bond. Like a handle is like $22 or $23. It's so cheap. And then then you get something like a Maker's, like a FAE 01. They want $70 for it. I could literally go a quarter of a mile and get it for $59. But some stuff's overpriced, other stuff's not. It's a place I bought BTAC at a decent price because they offered it to me.
Wow.
But they sell their pappies at full secondary because people buy it. Because certain times of the year where I'm at, all the yachters come in. So we get these people who come up from South America in particular, or even as far as New Zealand. They leave because the cold weather's coming, and they come to where I'm at, and they moor their boats, and they stay here for 3 or 4 months. And they don't bat an eye going into a liquor store and dropping $5,000 because
Wow.
they're yachters. They're on like a 200-foot private yacht that's moored in the bay, and price is nothing to it. They'll come.
They cost a
clean shell.
Brazilian dollar.
Yeah, it's a lot
Yeah,
of zeros.
60 hertz Rittenhouse is like Rittenhouse is to Pikesville as Evan Williams bottled and bond is to Henry McKenna 10-year.
Yep.
So it's the same mash bill, but with extra time and a little more proof.
Yeah.
Chris, what were we talking about on your stream the other night? And I said, check your email. We were talking about a rye, wasn't we? Wasn't that a rye? I said, I can get it. Was it?
No, it was McKenna, wasn't it?
McKenna.
Wasn't it
yeah.
McKenna?
It was McKenna. Yeah,
Yes,
it's
sir. I had
all
a couple people reach out to me. I'm actually headed to Heaven Hill next Friday, so I'll probably be able to pick one up there. But I appreciate if I don't get one there, I may take you up on it.
Yeah, that's fine. I've got several around here. So
Ken, are you trying to raise your hand, or are you just flipping us all off?
I'm just flipping everyone off. Well, Jerry comes in and goes, "What the hell's going on in here?" I'm just flipping everyone off with peanuts.
you're number one, buddy.
That's kind of amazing.
He's talented.
They know about these donuts, these peanuts.
What is that made out of?
Peanuts.
Oh, I've got packing peanuts. I've never had them in the shape of a hand.
Yeah.
Well, they're starch. You can actually eat them.
You could.
What?
Yep.
What?
What
Yeah.
kind of Canadian witchcraft is this?
It's the land of Oz.
Let's see it. Go
And
ahead.
because if you put these in a glass of water, they'll dissolve.
They're cellulose.
And you can stick them together because it's just
cellulose.
sugar.
Holy shit balls.
God Almighty!
You
Not
can
only
make
are we
things out of
good, we are
It's
educated.
3D printing.
It's the packing centipede.
This is what they do down in Oz with
Yeah.
their spare time.
Well,
Hey,
you
man,
can't fuck
that's what we do in
kangaroos all
Texas.
day
You lick it
long.
before you stick it.
That's right.
That's right.
Yep.
Be a gentleman.
Anthony, my wife said the nicest thing about you earlier today, and I feel like I should tell you about it. She said, "Man, Anthony, that dude is so chill. He's got like the chillest disposition. It's always like this nice, calm, dulcet tone." I'm like,
She just doesn't know.
yeah, I was gonna say he could probably be an asshole. You never know.
Just don't make him mad.
You know,
He
you,
doesn't like it when he gets mad.
you keep drinking this, you can't help but be mellow.
So, Anthony, you had
All
mentioned
right,
that
all
earlier
right,
when I was
all
kind of
right.
setting up that you had gotten that
All
bottle,
right,
and then
all
you
right,
said
all right.
something about the mesquite. That isn't actually aged in any type of mesquite barrel. There's no mesquite stave. The only
Nope.
thing they do is add mesquite charcoal to the mellowing process.
It was something.
It's
I didn't know
so
if it was
weird.
mesquite, but it was a funk, and I can't describe it any other way. So that was a neck pour, and Marty had it, and my wife got it for me last week. And I said, I'm going to do a review of it, and I'll post a video later. And when we went up to camp and came home today, so when Marty was on, I was like, okay, I got my new camera set up. I'm getting the audio worked out. I'm still trying to dial in this microphone and stuff like that. But anyway, I opened it, and it is not, I don't want to say this, it's not terrible by any means. I won't run out and buy another bottle. But if you're brand new to bourbon, absolutely start there. It's, very low proof. There's
Super
no
easy to
real
drink that stuff.
flavor to it. There's some sweetness. It's very thin. I hate to use the term watery, but that's pretty much
Well,
what
it's
it is.
underaged is the problem.
And
Like you said,
it's not a wild turkey, like, boom. You just can't beat that. And once you get regular wild turkey in your head, or you get something like that,
Oh, Lord.
oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
How about that? So,
Oh, that's
if anybody was on towards the end of the Battle of Utah, Adriana said something like, something derogatory towards the beautiful people at Chattanooga Whiskey. Probably not the people. She just didn't like the whiskey. But who was it? Somebody in chat or online.
yeah, who
said
was
that
it to
should-
come up with the suggestion?
Who was it?
I can't remember who it was.
It might have been Jim Morris. It was somebody who said, "Oh, it looks like God, who was it? I'll have to watch it." But said it looks. She
Yeah,
looks
that
like
little kid with a
meme
smiley face.
of the little girl who's got the burning house behind her, and she's just got this look on her face like she did it, but instead it's Adriana in front of Chattanooga Distillery, and DC wasn't in the chat or on the stream last night when that happened, and then earlier today he said, "Hey, bro, I caught the end of the stream. I got a little something for you," and he sent me that picture, and I was just like,
I love DC.
So
The guy's freaking hilarious, man.
it is. And then I sent it to Adriana, and she fucking died. She thought it was the funniest thing ever.
I bet you did.
I'll show it to you again because it's worthy. The dumpster fire of Chattanooga whiskey. She looks so proud. I
Oh,
like
man.
Chattanooga whiskey, so it kind of hurts me. I kind of like.
I do too,
everything they
man.
do. I like.
I do
everything
too.
they
I like
do.
their stuff. I'm about to turn to another one. This is batch 9 double malt.
Oh, I
I
have
think it might have
a
been
friend
Mike.
of mine named Will Henderson happened to go to this distillery this past Saturday, and he picked me up the experimental batch, I guess 19, which is the French oak, I believe it's the French oak barrel or something like that. Whatever, white oak. But I
Dude,
did
Hendo's
get
the bomb.
I did get the tequila barrel finished one, the extra año tequila. Oh, look at that.
Tequila finish. So I had a tequila finished Bull Run.
How was that?
And it
That's
was-
some Bull Run.
It was terrible. I love Bull Run,
Yeah.
but the tequila finished rye was not ideal.
Let me tell you, rye and tequila probably a bad combo from the
Yeah.
get-go.
100%.
Cannot work with that. But this is apparently, I think it's their same, distillate that goes into the 111 and the one. I guess it's the same ones. 91, 111. Those share the same. This one's proof down, but I believe it's that, and then it's spent. I believe I'd have to look at the label. An extra 6 or 7 months in the extra año tequila barrel, and it's not bad. It's different. It's definitely a little quirky. I wouldn't say it's
Same.
off-pitting, but it's it's different. That's why they call it an experimental batch. They don't know what the fuck they're going to get either. But why not try it? Why
Yeah,
not
man.
try it and put it
Exactly.
out there? And somebody
We were
might
there.
like
We
it.
were there. Go ahead, Cheech.
Thanks for subscribing.
Little slap, little tickle, 2 knuckles on a Saturday night. Come on.
We were there 3 weeks ago because our son lives in Chattanooga, and it's like 2.5, 3 hours from here. And I always go and try to get a hat or a shirt or something that, because, their XLs are like sports bras, and they didn't have anything that fit. So we went in there, and I don't remember. Jenny got a shirt, and I really didn't get nothing this time. But I heard somebody tell the tour guide, y'all are trying to do too much too fast. And I just turned and looked at him. You know me, I'm the smart ass that I am. I said, how long have you been in the distillery business? And he just kind of looked at me, and Jenny goes, stop it. She's trying to reel me in. I was like, no, because most everything that comes out of here is absolutely fucking excellent.
Yep.
And I said, so what are you tasting that's so bad? And he went from, the 111's not good, the 91's overrated, the port barrel's not good, the tequila finish you can't find. I'm like, dude,
doesn't like
I
malt.
told it, I swear, I said, there's the door. Nobody drug you in here.
Yeah, it's probably the
And
malt.
I never do anything like that. But
Go back to work at Cascade Hollow, you son of a bitch.
I'm like, God almighty. I mean, I don't know. I should have kept my mouth shut. She was right, but I was so pissed. I was like, nah, dude, you don't know what damn whatever.
Everybody's
should talk about
different,
Wickham.
and that guy might just not understand things that the malt. It makes such a difference in their mash bill that you can't. Sometimes people take that malt as off-putting, like it's
man.
like a
This
Limburger
double
cheese
malt?
or something.
This double malt is so chocolatey. Holy
Yeah, I was gonna say
shit.
the chocolate. People miss the chocolate.
Oh,
The chocolate's
no.
where it's at, and the Chat
double malt
Rye
like a-
99.
Scotchish.
Yeah, the
Flavor.
Chat Rye 99 has such a chocolate thing going on, like a bitter chocolate, like a high cacao chocolate. It has
Yeah.
that, and then from the rye you get a little mint, and every once in a while I get one of those little Andes mint kind of taste, like those little chocolate mint candies that Olive
Like a
Garden
pillow
gives away
mint.
or used to. I don't know. I haven't been to Olive
Yeah,
Garden.
yeah. Olive Garden or like a hotel in Vegas where they leave the mints on your pillow.
Oh, yeah, the mint on the
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore.
Well, that's bullshit.
It is
What?
bullshit.
Yeah.
He's in 99. I'm not going back to
Thank
Vegas.
COVID.
Hey, ho.
Yeah, thank COVID for that.
Yeah.
Ken, is that
maybe
you with
it'll
the
come
sound
back
effects?
Since people are coming out of COVID and realizing that it's mostly a political manipulation or something that was
I knew it was
pretty
coming.
easy to deal with. Sorry.
I may have a few sound effects.
Now that I'm having a redemption rye after that long branch, my gosh, it's so great to have something that tastes
With flavor?
With
Yeah,
flavor.
with flavor.
Exactly. This is the 10-year. It's not It is a rye, but it's only 35% rye, so they call it high rye, but it's not. But it's just delicious.
Well, that's a high rye mash bill.
Well,
I mean, it's not
to
high
some
to me.
people it is, but to me, that's not high rye. High rye is 95.
Well, that's a straight rye.
Yeah,
You're gonna get 95.
That's
with
what I
maybe
consider
5%
all
malted
rye.
barley or something.
but it's
That
good.
high rye, rye.
Yeah,
I love it. I love me a 95.5.
So good.
That's a song waiting to be written.
I was gonna because Cheech
There's
was
a rye
talking about
song.
it.
Who has a rye song? Somebody has a rye song.
Bobby sent that out this morning, didn't he?
What was that?
Some rye something.
I don't know. I don't.
I have no idea.
I was asleep.
Drinking whiskey and rye, singing "This Will Be the Day That I Die." That's the rye song I know.
Took the Chevy to the levee.
Gave my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry.
It was.
Just a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I was getting a little toasty warm in my long
This will
sleeves
be
there.
the day that I die.
Hey, we're in Bourbon
This will
Battalion.
be the day that
Got-
I die.
I'm still waiting on my
We've got
HBR
DJ
songs that I
Cheech in the
ordered.
house.
They're on back order, unfortunately.
DJ Cheech.
Let's go get some Chattanooga.
Get up for DJ Cheech.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Whiskey Nose, starring your host, Marty, guest starring Cheech, the DJ Adelino.
Bro, you need to get on Fiverr. I just hired somebody to do a Christopher Walken.
Did you really?
Yeah, I paid him $18 to read 2 lines.
I would have done it for free, Cheech. If you don't
but
need
this
that
is
again,
before
bro.
I ever even heard the karaoke.
He's right there.
I'm so sorry, dude. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I with my
There's
my
more work in the
Roadcaster,
future.
dude, with my
more work in the
Roadcaster, I can literally just click record, say what you want me to say, and then send you the audio file.
Yeah,
It takes
yeah, I know
10
it's easy.
minutes.
I just looked at that caster tonight.
Bro, worth every penny.
I'm
yeah, I
sure
know
it
it's
is, 'cause I'm
expensive.
using-
It's worth every penny.
I'm using parts of my recording rig.
Straight up.
I gotta borrow it from my other rig. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to just have a dedicated streaming rig, so that's probably in my future.
Well, where's
Thank you, man.
yeah?
Where is the Dr. Evil chair? I'll tell you, Jerry Black. In general, I only use that chair on my own streams.
For fornicating.
Well,
Wait, what? Oh, for your streams. Yes.
It's the same. Fornicating in my streams, very much similar.
Hey.
We ease our way in every night, and by the end of the night, people are getting choked and punched.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, Ken.
before I,
I stole the jet.
Finish
before I
him.
forget, if Tim Evans
Missed on a
is
rim
still
shot,
listening,
Ken.
Huh?
You missed
Oh,
on a
yeah,
rim
man.
shot.
Still
See,
living.
HBR said something funny, and if you would have enunciated it with a,
Yeah, it's a solid hitter, man.
oh yeah,
it is.
That's a solid.
Oh,
hitter.
but I did, Cheech.
Thank you, Tim.
I didn't hear it. There we go. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You know, it's funny that Ken and Shelf Turds are doing it, and Chris and J Pitt are doing it because they have that ability. I mean, you're using OBS, but they're using an external thing with samples on it. But I like when you guys trigger a soundtrack or a laugh track or just even the rim shot thing. I think that adds to it. Breaks up the monotony of just listening to people talk. Plus, sometimes have people get reminded how funny things are, and they take shit too serious for you. Way too much. Sorry. Soapbox moment for me.
How do you get that devil's voice, Ken? Because I need that for our streams.
Me and him work on
I'm
that.
using VST.
Okay. That's certainly all it is.
VST plugin.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Do you want to sound demonic?
I
Is
can
that what
do
you're
it.
saying?
I do.
Oh, okay. You
I can do
to,
all sorts.
Do you listen to any death metal?
I don't listen to much death metal.
See, if
I used to
you
listen
did, you
to
would learn how
like
do the that
yeah.
kind of
I used to
stuff.
listen to like Cradle of Filth and War,
Oh yeah. Oh, those are friends of mine.
but that was many moons ago. I've
Yeah.
grown a lot. I think.
I used to book shows for Guar back in 1997 through 2000.
Now one of the Guar guys passed away, right?
Yeah, about 2 years ago. Well, not quite 2 years ago.
Yeah, Onerous Ungus or some shit.
Yeah, he was one of the.
Didn't Minnick just do something with them?
Who's that?
Minnick did something with Guar.
Oh yeah, the one guy. I can't remember his name. So the thing about Guar is they haven't always been the same members of the band. You know, they've gone through a lot of personnel, but there was like 3 people that were kind of core in there. But
Yeah.
you know, they'd rotate other people into the group depending on.
Well,
what
when
they
you're
were
all
doing.
wearing masks and bodysuits, it's easy to swap somebody.
A lot of latex, a lot of
Yeah.
costumes with pumps built into them.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
I'm all about that life as a gentleman at 5'9". Come on.
Yeah, that's right.
Not the pumps I was speaking of. You know,
What?
I said not the pumps I was speaking of, Chris.
Hey, that's how do you know?
You know,
You tried, don't mind.
And we're back.
who did the "And We're Back"?
Welcome back.
Was that you,
I did
Chris?
that.
You guys
Oh,
like
that's so
him?
good. Whose stream were we in the other night where somebody said something about chocolate salted balls?
It was me. Yeah,
It
it was
was you,
during my
right?
stream. Yeah.
I was like, I wonder how many people sang that in their head right
Yep.
at that moment. I know I did. Jen was watching. She was like, she started singing the whole song. I'm like, you're killing
Put 'em
me.
in your mouth and suck 'em.
Fucking Isaac Hayes. I mean, that guy
That was only
that's
ball.
Shaft. That dude is.
It
Bad
is.
Mother, shut your mouth.
Who is a man that would give his life for his brother, man?
Shaft.
Shaft.
Can you dig it?
Right on.
I like, can you dig
They
it?
say this cat Shaft is a bad mother.
Shut your mouth.
Just talking about the Shaft.
We can dig it.
Sorry, Marty. Carry on.
Marty's
What?
being entertained.
No, I
That's the
love
way to
it.
do it. I don't know if you saw my start of my stream the other night, Chris, because there's probably a little overlap. But the start of my stream, I just put Marty on. I didn't even put myself on. I was like,
Hell yeah.
here you
I
go,
love it.
Marty. But he looked like a deer in the headlights. I didn't tell him I was doing it.
I know Marty, and I know Marty was probably the deer in the headlights for like 30 seconds, and then he was like, "Hey, everybody, welcome back to Whiskey Encore.
Right.
Me, your
close
host,
to that.
Marty."
The Marty Show.
Marty. That's the baddest shit on the
That
planet.
is freaky, dude.
Oh, God.
You're damn right.
Only thing short about me is my paycheck and my shoe size.
2 tablespoons of cinnamon and 203 egg whites. Mix in
You
a
guys
cup
like
of
him?
butter, melted.
Did you pull up the lyrics for that, Chris?
No, sir. I'm texting
Okay.
my daughter. She's
I
like,
was
"Can I
just
spend the
like-
night?" Yes.
I was like, oh goodness, he knows the
Put it
words.
all in a bowl, baby. Mix it with a wooden spoon.
Yeah, the wooden spoon's important.
We'll be in heaven
Yep.
soon. Does everybody have you seen my balls? They're big and salty and brown.
Yep, that's the
If
bit.
you ever need a quick pick me up, just put my balls in your mouth. Ooh,
I think I've got a glass of that right here.
Oh,
Put 'em in your mouth and suck 'em.
I've never had salty balls in my mouth, but it's
Dude.
probably better than that.
Hey,
shit.
children.
Chillins. Where you been, Chillins?
Suck
Come
on
here
my
and sit down with
chocolate
Grandpa.
salted balls.
As long as I get my rent paid next Friday.
All right, guys, I'm going to bed. Anybody want to go
Did you
somewhere
really
else?
just call this, Marty?
I
Are you
didn't
out?
wanna-
Are you 85,000?
I've got to be at work in 6.5 hours.
So why the fuck go to sleep now, buddy?
That's very true.
It's probably been
Just
a minute
go
since
in.
you pulled an all-nighter, I'm sure.
Do it. It happens.
Yeah, well, I think I'm good for probably another 30 minutes to an hour if anybody else wants to go live.
Go ahead, Cheech. Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Let's give
Yeah,
Anthony
go to
some-
Anthony.
A little longer.
or Ken.
Let's go to Anthony's stream. Anthony, put the link in the chat, brother.
Give me a second to lop over.
There
Give
you
me
go.
a second, just another second.
You
Red
got
leader.
it.
Red leader.
Hold your pants on
Already
there.
enough time to have another slice of bacon. Trying to get rid of that shitty fucking Johnny Spoke Gun. Chris, don't tell me you're drinking anything good
Let's see what's in
It's
there.
you.
after that.
And me. Simultaneous loving, baby. You and me. And her and her and her and her. It's you and me. Simultaneous loving, baby.
You know that song should have been actually released. That
Oh,
would
it was
have been
so
such a
good, dude.
Great
Tonight isn't right for love. I wanna love you like a dog in heat. Tonight isn't right for love with Meredith Baxter Bernie.
That's poetry. It really
You guys
is.
remember that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just took another hit at Johnny's smoking gun.
Hell
that
yeah.
what that is?
Gross. It's a mistake.
Are you vaping Johnny's smoking gun? Because it's such a
Ew.
Snorted Fun Dip once and cried purple.
That's a super specific statement.
Oh, I love it. That's so good. So
All right, guys.
I have a couple new T-shirt designs. Oh, Marty, you're leaving.
Go
With
ahead.
everybody.
Go ahead, Cheech. Go
I
ahead.
was going to say I have a couple new T-shirt designs dropping that will be featured on the Whiskey Encore Teespring spring account.
Did you guys see that link?
Is it?
Yep, I see that link.
Oh yeah.
You want me
I
to
see
finish
that,
my
Hank.
story on the other side? Because I forgot it already.
You have a new Teespring ideas.
Oh yeah, I have new shirts that are going to launch. Some of them are just some sayings that happened over the last few months in interacting with people. Some of them are just like direct quotes of missaid or misspoken or sometimes brilliant things. So
Hell yeah.
I'll be
So-
dropping a
Used to.
link for that in the HBR Facebook users group.
Aha.
And then tomorrow
Per use.
/ later today, I will be dropping another link in the HBR Facebook users group and the Bourbon Junkies users group, promoting Adriana's Whiskey Mountains Alzheimer's fundraiser happening this coming Sunday, June 20th at 9 p.m.
bro.
Eastern. Apparently, right
Nice.
now, I think we're up to 20 bottles as the giveaway.
Oh man.
20.
That's awesome.
And none
Freaking
of them
great.
suck. There's not a bad bottle in the batch.
Not a single stinker.
Nope. And I decided
gonna be
finally last night during the end of the Battle for Utah, I decided, it might have been after hours, which bottle I was going to donate. So I'm donating a Rye 3 Mash and Journey pick. So their pick that they put out, their first pick.
Hell yeah, man.
It's-
Good for you.
Is she just doing giveaways or she going to auction though?
Open up
It's
some
gonna, well,
stuff
we're
that
going to do it,
noticed
I
already.
think, still logistically up in the air exactly what's happening, but it's going to be the regular $5 chat gets you, super chat
Yeah.
gets you one entry. And that's going to be that for the bulk of the bottles. The bulk of the bottles will just be $5 super chats. But if we hit a certain goal number, then other bottles will be triggered to be donated, and those will be auction styled, I believe. Unless it's too much of a pain in the ass, if we just go back to super chats.
I just think she'd make more money auction wise.
She would, but she's also trying to keep.
It's so hard to do.
I had to inform her that a 2-hour stream giving away 20 bottles is probably not going to happen. It's probably going to take a little longer than that.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta-
And like I said, if we hit a certain dollar amount that Adriana has set, then
It's her
more
set,
bottles
yeah,
are triggered
sure.
to be added.
absolutely.
And those might become auction bottles. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of wish that I'd given her my spot on Saturday night. And you know, Swagner taking a break right now. She could have gone on even a little earlier than what I usually do.
Yeah.
She could have taken off a little earlier and gone on Saturday night. That's my fault. I should have
Are you
said
going
something.
on Saturday night?
We were thinking about it, but the problem is we'll probably be on the road because
Okay,
we're
I'll
going to
take the
be
slot.
heading out of Kentucky.
I can
And,
take the slot. I have no gig.
Yeah, well,
All I'm
yeah,
going to do is promote Adriana's giveaways. You know, it's going to be about her stream and then a hangout.
well, yeah, of
I
course.
might do a live flight that I had sent to me. A blind.
I tell you what, man.
We'll talk if you decide.
Yeah,
you
we'll
wanna-
definitely we'll get it squared away, man.
I'm
We
pretty
might
impromptu
jump
right
on
now.
we might jump on and just be like, hey everybody, thanks for coming.
Yeah, we've had to
Go to Sheep
cancel-
Stream.
There you go. We've had to cancel the next few gigs because of our situation. So
Yeah.
it's to the point where it's affecting where we can't. You know, we're not going to be able to play. Like I said, we did one
Right.
gig this past weekend with a replacement guitar player, and it just isn't the same. I mean, not that the guy
Not the
wasn't
same.
a great guitar player and a good friend, and he stepped up, but we're just thinking for recovery and everything else, we might be taking. We're already scheduled to be off the following weekend, so we went ahead and took this weekend too. So give him time to recover, and Hopefully get back on his feet.
For sure.
Hey, let's go to
Sure, man. Well-
Anthony's channel.
Yeah.
Big prayers for Dennis though. And guys,
Appreciate
if you're gonna jump
Yeah.
over to Anthony's channel, don't forget to hit the like button, and subscribe to Whiskey Knows
Thanks, guys.
before you head over.
Done.
Real quick, I'm doing a very special live stream Friday. It's an undisclosed location at the beginning, but it'll be opened up to where I am as the stream goes on. It's really a big deal. It's badass, and it's something been planned for a couple weeks. So, yeah, join in at 9 o'clock. We're going to open up the stream for everybody that wants to get on. So it's going to be really, really cool. So if you can, 9 o'clock Friday, hit me up. Guys, thank you for coming on. This has been an awesome night. I'm going to go throw up this Johnny smoking gun, and also I'm going to clean the rust off the bumper before I go to bed. So, but anyway,
Marty,
guys,
take
That's
care,
not it.
buddy.
That's not a euphemism.
yeah, it's not. It's really a true statement. So, guys, head over to Bourbon Neath Night, Anthony's channel. Keep the party going.
Heading there now.
Thanks, guys.